Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. JB here with JB's RCs. Thanks for stopping by. Excellent running video for you today. Coming at you with the Redcat Gen8 Axe. That's the chassis underneath this modified beast. We're up at Scale Mountain. Got some new course up here and a bunch of new rocks and things to obstacles and stuff for us to crawl over. So we decided to head on up to Ocala, Florida. Say hi to everybody up there. Normally when I come up here, I only bring my crawler trucks, nothing with small tires and nothing that I use for the trail, because these are some very hard rocks to crawl over. As you can see, they're quite grippy, which is pretty nice. You don't need to worry about tires as far as grip goes, but as far as size goes, portals definitely help. A lot of high centers here and some big tires. So almost every truck I bring here is at least a 475 size tire. If you can run 2.2s and make it work and have it look decent, I would recommend 2.2s up here. It's a tough course. We actually, Ian and I call this the axle breaker, as you can really get pinched up, and because there's so much grip on many of the rocks, if you get your axle hung up and you start spinning, you're going to snap a drive shaft or break a link or snap an axle. So you got to be careful up here. As you can see, I'm being quite cautious. I'm going nice and slow, which is normal for me for crawling, but sometimes I get a little aggressive. So yeah, anyways, this is the Gen8 Axe edition. I'm still running the stock ESC motor and servo. So it's got the Hobbywing brushless ESC, the Hobbywing in-runner brushless motor, and the Reefs 422 HD servo. Other than that, we're still running stock axles, we're still running stock shocks, stock chassis, of course. We still got the stock drive shafts on there, but we are running some brass weights on the front, on the portals. We are running an underdrive gear on the rear axle, so it gives a little bit of overdrive on the front. We are running a metal front bumper and no rear bumper, something I'm actually still trying to work on. You can see that chassis sticks out just a little bit behind the body there, which is a Jconcepts Ford pinched body, by the way. One of my buddies got me for Christmas a few years back. Not usually a Ford fan, but of course a gift from a friend, and probably not one I would buy myself just because of the Ford logo, but other than that, decent looking. I love the color on there, the red. Got a filter on it right now, so it looks like cherry red, but it's not quite that red. More of a maroon color. And then for wheels, we got the SSD slots, the 1.9 metal bead locks. And then for tires, we're running the Jconcepts bossmans. Those are a pretty new set of tires they just come out with. Very nice tread pattern on there. I love the square edging on it. It's grips real good. Didn't have any issues with it on this run, so very nice. Other than that, we're running Flysky RX-TX and 3S lipo battery. So there you have her. A little bit of weight added. Wheels and tires, front bumper, body. Other than that, this is a stock Gen8 Axe chassis underneath. Great chassis, definitely a great electronic system. One of the very few RTRs out there that you really don't need to change anything electronics-wise unless something breaks. Nice and smooth, plenty of wheel speed when you need it. Yeah, I love this truck. Redcat does some great things. I've definitely had quite a few of their rigs. The Gen 7 I have all pimped out that I have. I have had a Gen 8, a Gen8 Axe. I've had the Marksman. I had the Kaiju back in the day, so quite a few Redcats here. Oh, the Ridge Rock, Danchi Ridge Rock, can't forget that. That was my very first crawler ever. Well, very first 10th scale crawler. I did a bunch of those WPL and WL Toys crawlers before that, were 16th and 18th scale stuff, and also very cheap, more toy grade than hobby grade. So first real hobby grade 10th scale that I ever got was the Redcat Danchi Ridge Rock, which I recommend to anybody. I'm actually looking into maybe getting another one myself. I had done a few modifications on mine and just made it a little bit better, and it made a huge difference, the few mods that I did to mine. So, and you thought you rolled it, but you saved it. was a nice little save there. And you saw Ian and his son walking around the background there. They always come out with me and hang out. It's always nice to have somebody to enjoy the hobby with. But yeah, that's the video. Continue watching if you like. There's definitely some great lines here at scale. They got a lot of trees out there too, so there's quite a bit of shade. They have a big covered area where you can put all your stuff, tools, trucks, all that kind of thing. And they have a little hobby shop as well that's air conditioned, so if you want to go in there and just chill for a few minutes, and you can work on your trucks in there, and you can buy trucks and buy parts and all sorts of stuff in there. They have a cool scale garage inside too that's got all sorts of scale stuff in it. Nice to look at, just hang out in there. Of course, enjoy the AC a little bit in the middle of summer here. It has been a scorcher down here. I know everybody's probably getting hot from considering where they are, but we've been 115 degrees for 2 weeks in a row now with the heat index. Upper 90s for the actual temperature, but when you're out in the sun and that humidity, feels like 115. We actually got up to 120, I heard the other day. I saw 118. So we're out there. I'm getting out as early as I can, guys, trying to get some footage for you. But, you know, by noon, we're done. We're tired, we're sweaty, we're soaked. Usually by noon, it's time to just go home and sit in the shade and sit in the air conditioning as much as possible. Try not to overheat, but still trying to get some content out there for you guys, and hope you appreciate it. I know I appreciate all the support, so thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and helps me get some more footage and stuff out for you guys. It really is horrible that it's so hot out, because this is a slower time of year for me at work, so I can actually get out more because I have more time, but I just don't want to because it's so hot out there. If I don't get up before dark or before the sun comes up and get out before 6 o'clock in the morning, it's brutal. I go out for about an hour or two maybe and then come back. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great summer. Hope it's not too hot for you wherever you are, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, thanks for stopping by, and get out there and have some fun.